Hope you're having a great Sunday out there. Just wanted to get a quick video out to everybody. Haven't got one out the last couple days, but as you can see here, this white line up here, we came very, very close to nailing our price target here, which we'll dig into a little bit more here once we get back to these charts. But we had a target up there about 9.8. If you go back and watch the last video, and it just creaked up above that, actually up to just about 9.9, I think. What is the, let's look here. Yeah, it went up to about 9.9, I believe, somewhere right close to there. We had about 9.86, and it just creaked up above that, just wicked up above there. All right, we're up 0.18% for the day. Right now we are at 0.088489, having a little bit of a pullback. I'm going to show you here. We're actually looks like we're either bull flagging or penning into some kind of formation here. It's going to break out pretty soon, but I got some pretty cool stuff to show you guys today. Let's get going here. Parabolic Caspa price jump over 28% to a new all-time high following an exchange listing. They got listed on a major Korean exchange called Coin One, sparking a parabolic rally driven by strong local interest and enthusiasm for the project's scalability focused blockchain protocol. So the native token, we're not going to read this whole thing. The native token of scaling focused blockchain project Kaspa has seen a massive rally over the past few days following its listing on a major Korean crypto exchange, Coin One. Caspa has surged 28.78% last 24 hours to hit a new all-time high of 0.0929. All right, that's not correct. This thing went up to 0.099 on this chart. Now I have two Caspa charts. This other one, let's see where this one actually went to about the same spot, and we'll pull up CoinMarketCap here to see what it is, but we're not, like I said, we're not going to read this whole rally. Before trimming gains slightly, trading volumes also exploded by 121.5% to over 114 million. It was actually at 150 million as interest in Caspa spiked across Korean markets. So that's pretty huge. Coin One, massive exchange over in Korea, and that has obviously helped quite a bit. So there's one reason we had this massive explosion. And like I've said before, guys, normally you do not break out of an upward wedge. It does not normally break to the upside. Usually breaks to the downside. A rising wedge, you know, you can go and read about them if you want, but very rarely do they break to the upside. You have like a 75% chance of breaking to the downside. So this isn't normal. That normally don't happen, you know. So that's great to see. Another thing I want to show you guys, check this out. We look at this every time we do a video. The top addresses, now instead of adding percentages, they've just added total numbers. Like the last 24 hours plus 156 crab, which they stopped covering for a while. Octopuses plus 133, blah blah blah, right down through. But the last 30 days, these numbers, you know, the crabs are, you know, whatever, they're, you know, up to 1,000. All right, you have 1,000 of them. What is that? 80, 90 bucks. You know, that's a good start though. If you're just getting in, hey, congratulations, welcome, and keep stacking. The octopus plus 3,627. The fish, that's a 10,000 to 100,000, plus 1,258. And dolphins, 100,000 to a million. Caspa plus 429 holders, and down here on the whales plus 2. So that's 10 million to 100 million, which and you can see the humpbacks down here. There was 9, we're down to 7, so that's where that plus 2 whales came from right there. These two kind of washed each other out. The sharks are minus 52. Right, some people taking some profits before a pullback here. And here's your total balances over here and the percentage of the supply. So you can see here sharks hold 31% and whales 28%, which I think, I like it the way they did it here. You know, what do you think? I think it's a lot nicer looking at that than just plus 10% or plus 5%. I like seeing the numbers like that. They change anything else down through here? I haven't gone the whole way down through here. I just thought it was, as soon as I clicked on it, I thought it was pretty cool to show for the video. All right, let's look at the dashboard real fast. Any major jump in the petahash? 55. Yeah, it's gone up a couple clicks. 55 now. 55 petahash. All right, let's go over here. Gonna pull coin market app real quick to see where the volume's at here. I don't know how that exchange got, the all-time high wrong plus the volume. It just don't make sense to me. If you're going to write an article, not bashing anybody, I just think you would, you're going to have a lot of people reading that, especially about Caspa. You want to get your facts straight. I apologize. There we go, guys. Let's click on that. These cookies. Here we go. Volume is down 34.5%. Still at 37 million bucks. The market cap 1.9 billion. I remember when we were just fighting to get above that billion there. So I'll take 37, almost 38 million in volume. That's not too shabby. The all-time high is 0.09881. 0.09881. All right, so we came very, very close to our target here. All right, 0.0984 we had, and it went to 0.0988. All right, so we missed it by, what is that, 4/100ths of a penny. All right, go over here to the crypto bubbles real quick. Here's for the day, guys. I really think that not financial advice. Me myself, I've been kind of piling into altcoins because a lot of these monthly RSIs are just turning up. All right, I believe Bitcoin's probably coming into some kind of retrace, unless it busts above 48,000 and starts heading towards a new all-time high. I believe a lot of these coins are really, really going to start flying. Matic's doing very well. Obviously Kaspa, but you have some out here that, what is this? I don't even know what that is. DYDX. Market cap 601 million. Filecoin, love Filecoin. So I don't know. You guys that look at charts and stuff, you might want to look at that monthly RSI and a lot of these because they're turning up. And another thing I'm thinking about starting to do, and I don't want to promote any projects, but like the new coin of the week or something. What do you guys think? Like the projects that are just launching. I'm always looking for the next 1000x out there, and I'm always looking at new projects and stuff like that. Only ones that are like financed by Binance or backed by Coinbase. Only big projects that are have a high success chance. None of this cat dish coin or whatever, you know what I mean? These ones that come out that are just money grabs and end up being rug pulls. I want some legitimate stuff, any of you guys out there know of any really good projects, list them for the community, for people to take a look at. I had a new member today bring up ARC, so might be something, people, I don't know much about it, you know what I mean? That's where it could get dangerous. I don't want to see anybody get hurt or that's not ever obviously my best interest is out there for you guys. But this ARC, this thing's up 20%. Okay, it just launched a few weeks ago, but a member brought that up. Looks like a 1, 2, 3, 4, or maybe a fifth wave coming in here on this thing. So a lot of good stuff out there, guys. A lot of them monthly RSIs flipping around here. All right, so let's get down through here real quick. We got Bitcoin dominance crashing down here. That's what we need. All right, if we go out in weekly on this thing, look at that them red pullbacks. Hit the 1.618 extension that we had up here for it, and it's pulling back right. Or look at that, right to that 52.2 where we had the line at here, and looks like it's might be grabbing ground there. Let's take a look at the weekly RSIs pulling back. We got the daily. It's just about reset. All right, so we'll see if it holds there. All right, so far it's 52.28. It's holding that line right there, right where we got this yellow line at. Bitcoin itself, look at this thing. I have an alarm set up here for 38,000. See if it can get above there. Built this bull flag up here and broke out up above it. So Bitcoin's looking very well. 1, 2, 3, 4. That could have been a fifth wave coming in. The daily RSI is starting to roll over here. It's in a 79 to 77. The weekly is right at the top at a 100 and a 91, and the monthly is at a 90 and an 81. So still could have some room to push up. As far as a retrace, look at this thing. I mean, we're getting one a little bit out of it here. Be nice to see it come up and hit that 618. That's where, I really truly believe these altcoins are really going to start going. It's just up past the 382 right now. At a 618, you're looking at 48,000 bucks. So we use these fibs all the time. You guys know how important they are. We'll see what happens here. All right, let's get down through here. Dow Jones is looking good. That's super huge for any kind of rally. You can see the wedge here. Thing is just holding ground, looking great. Got the Dixie. Geez, just made it to that 50% retrace there and kind of stalled out. So that's fine. If the Dixie's rising, then it's probably beating us down here. All right, gold is flat, and the total market caps. Boy, that breakout I got to show you guys. The total too, without Bitcoin. Look at this thing. All right, let me take that fib off there, because this is where the altcoins are. This is why I think they're going to fly. Look at this. This is on the monthly. Let me put it on the weekly. Look at that. Whoops. I got to put that back on there. It's a breakout. Put it on the daily here so I can get my line right. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it's a breakout of resistance there, and this thing is just starting to go. So that's why I think the altcoins are going to go. You also, all right, we got the daily RSI pretty much at the top here, so you could get a pullback, back a retracement here a little bit, possibly down to that area there, which would make sense. It would back test this area here. We got the weekly RSI at a 183, and the monthly is still heading up, an 83 and a 69. All right, look at that nice green candle on that monthly, and looking for a big retracement here out of the altcoins. All right, not financial advice, but after a breakout, especially a monthly resistance here, you would expect to see this thing start really gaining ground here. Up at 775 is a major resistance area. You can see right here, let me grab my arrow. Right here, that was a very major support area, okay, which should turn into resistance if we get up there. 775. We'll keep an eye on this. Let's get the Caspa here. Got some interesting stuff going on here. All right, let's zoom in here. Let's get on the daily. All right, you seen that target up there? If you watched my last video, we had it right up there. And the way we came to that, we don't do predictions or anything like that here. I'm not a, I don't got a crystal ball. If I did, I sure as heck wouldn't be doing videos. Well, maybe I would. I enjoy them. I don't, you guys know I don't make much money off these things, and that's another thing. I want to give a shout out to the members. I really do. Thank you so very, very much, guys. The members of the channel. You guys, the memberships, I make, I'll just be, I'm honest with you, I make as much off the memberships as I do views. So thank you so very much. I really, really mean that. Every one of you out there that have a paying membership, and every one of you out there that just watched the channel, thank you. And I very much appreciate you guys. I love you guys. I wouldn't be doing this without you. So thank you very, very much. And I'm going to list the members tomorrow in a video, and give a big shout out to them. So let's take a look at this. The way we came up with that price. All right, we took a fib, number one. All right, put it on here, right there. And that gave us a target right up there at 99. All right, that's how we came with that one. And the other one was the trend-based extension. The trend-based fib extension. And if you have the trading videos, you already know this stuff. We took and put the trend-based extension. We took it from the low to the high to the retrace. All right, there you go. That gave us a target right up around 10 cents. All right, that's where we came with 9.8. Um, if we actually zoomed in there on the weekly, the daily was the one. I apologize, but that's how we came with the target, guys. We didn't just throw a number out there, and we ended up pretty much nailing it. All right, so right now, as far as the daily RSI goes, let me get these lined up right. You can see it is pulling down right now in the RSI. We're at an 80 and an 88 on the daily. The weekly, still heading up at a 74 and a 51. No bearish divergence here at all. And, this thing could break up to the upside at any time, quite honestly. The monthly, there's none there yet. The thing, we don't have a monthly RSI yet. So the 12-hour is just about at the bottom. All right. And you see what we're forming up here? This thing is forming another wedge pattern. Let me get my lines right. There we go. All right. And you can see, I apologize. I want my lines right here for the video. There we go. All right, that any breakout to the upside, if we take a measurement of this thing, and you guys obviously know if you watch the channel, these measurements come in huge. That's another way we got that target for this price was we measured the wedge. Any breakout to the upside will obviously mean a new all-time high up around 10.5 cents. All right, and let's just go back to that for 1 second because I like people learning as we do these videos. All right, we ended up taking a measurement of this wedge, correct? Take the measurement, put it on top of the breakout, right up here. And that's another direction we came. All right, that gave a target up around 9.4. And if you take the wedge opening from down here, it could have cheated a little bit, but I like it from where the first touch is, to the top. So that's how we got that target, and and we came very, very close to it. The way that weekly RSI is still heading up, which is huge. And let's go down through we got the 8-hour just at the bottom and reset. Okay, so that's why I'm saying this thing could break to the upside at any time. After I believe after this one more push, we could get a decent pullback here. This really hasn't been any kind of pullback at all. It pulled down, this wick right here. This would have been, wow, that would have been a great entry right there if you would have been fortunate enough to snag it there and ride it back up. The 4-hour is down at the bottom and reset. All right, so you got the 4, the 8, the 12 is just about there. I believe once that 12 is reset, I think this thing is going to break to the upside. That daily right at the top, okay, that thing might just push right back up again. And with that weekly turning back up here, that weekly looks beautiful, 74 and a 51. Could get that last push up here. And you can see down here on these RSIs, the 12-hour is up at a 78. The 8-hour is at a 69, and the 4-hour is at a 58. So they have room to come up. All right, I'd be keeping a real close eye on this thing, okay? Because as this thing wedges up tighter and tighter, it's going to break. All right, you can see this is on the 4-hour. That 4, if you look on the bottom, the regular RSI is turning up here on this one. And up top here, it's at 11 and a 14. I believe it's waiting for that 12 to finally get reset. And I think Caspa is going to go on another run here. How much of a percentage-wise would that be? And these wedges, I'm telling you, a lot of the times, and we'll see after this is over, but a lot of the times these things turn out to be very, very correct. That's another, what is that, 17% up. So no guarantees, guys. Nothing like that. This is not financial advice. I don't work like that. But if I'm a betting man, I think this thing's going to break up, and I'd be watching up around that 10.5 cent mark. All right. So we hit this one. Let's move this up here and see if we come anywhere near this one now. All right, and we'll see what happens. It could break down too. You never ever know. So you can see that build up in volume here. Wow. Let's go out to daily and look at that volume. Yeah, holy cow. Right there on November 9th, 617 million. All right, now you got some buyers coming in today, 118 million. That's that green candle here. I think people see this thing starting to, it's coming to an end here, this wedge. It's going to break up or down, all right? I think by the way the RSIs look, I think it's going up. But, all right, thank you so much, guys. Please hit the like and subscribe. Thank you to everybody. I hope you have a great rest of your day, guys. Having a great night.